Hello, the last game of today, 4th round Online World Cup 2021. Karl Johan Nordensten is my opponent. From Sweden. And this is kind of sort of weird hand. It's by no means a weak one, but it's hard to pick a decent headline, and I think I'm gonna headline Defectors as USSR, just to avoid losing 1 VP. And then I hope for some juicy coups to be able to play the entire hand and have source of ops for Disto. I don't like getting as early Disto as this time, because it's rather a problem than a gift. But at the very worst, I may just trigger Romanian abdication. Okay, he went for Asia scoring, and then use these ops for Disto. Time for a waiting move. About failed space race roll. Okay, he's lowering DEFCON, and that's a good news. Now I hope he doesn't have independent threats to trigger right now. He did have this one, so I think I may keep the Romanian influence. And Disto from the other side. 1, 2. This deserves attention, and this deserves attention. And now 5-year plan with Truman is more or less a free play. Independent threats is of course of a concern, but it's just Romania. Okay, he had this scoring as well, and he's leading by 10 points already due to the way the scorings appeared. Not much I could do about it. Not feeling very guilty, and this isn't already It's not that it's already a lost game or something very bad. I just wasn't very lucky this turn, but in the long run it all looks quite decent. Distal on the first hand is just something you have to play with longer perspective, although I hate that he has 12 already. Okay, I have very rich hand. Undefectable, so let's attack it with this. And well, I will show him this hand, because I have to get rid of CIA. It's gonna cost me Angola, I suppose. I can play NATO with impunity. Oh, he had this. Fortunately for me, it doesn't really mean much in Europe. So goodbye Angola, but probably I can enter Venezuela. Yeah, it didn't. He's leading by 12 victory points, and yes, this is scary. But nothing that could be done about this. Not sure about the hold card. Ooh! This was huge. But I hope he's facing problems now. It's tempting to play the China card and hold in the Paki, but I need meal-ups. Can't afford losing more victory points too easily. Just please don't repeat what Striker did to me. Okay, you didn't, so... I don't want to trigger in the Paki too early, because if I fail, he may easily spread. Maybe I should have gone to Laos, Cambodia. Yeah. Just to follow him on the space race. Superbly nasty. Okay, let's dominate what's dominable. He should be in Burma by now. If I play Marshall Plan on my last action round, He may be unprepared to it. They got rid of cards you can easily manage. Finally. To hell with Europe. Maybe you have blockade and something. Or maybe I'm gonna be steamrolled as USSR. Oh, well. Just don't tell me it's a Korean War. So no. Show me, show me, show me. I know if you have Europe, you're gonna headline it. But just assuming you're not that lucky, I'd like to know what you have exactly. If it's Asia, I have to bet on India, because otherwise if he takes Japan, I just can't do anything about it. I got decal, so this is good. He has Nasser. East European unrest isn't too hurtful. But this is hurtful. Middle East and Asia, okay. However, I can no longer fight for Asia as I wanted to. The good thing is, if he wants to have anything in Asia, he has to take Japan. Therefore, it's quite probable that I will sooner or later get US-Japan to be played for free. Because the coup or realignment ban is not something to be taken seriously. The problem is that he can easily have Middle East and Asia for free, taking Japan and first taking Iran and Egypt, provided he has a 4-ops card he may play easily. He's taking a chance on Asia. Okay. Okay or not okay? I should go to Egypt. Maybe not with Formosan. Korean War looks much better. So Middle East scored, okay. Okay, there is a plan. Play the China card into Japan. Maybe let's not. Let's do this one first. The plan was 1-op into Japan. Space US Japan. In general, don't let him control Japan too easily. Or just get involved in ops war, because he has to lose a tempo. He has to spend a move scoring Asia. So I may play the China card and play US-Japan, hoping for him to get rid of high ops card and then attack his hand with blockade. Although I think I haven't seen the goal yet. No, I haven't. So too early for blockade. Okay, he agreed to give me these victory points. Now we're talking. Suddenly it doesn't look all that bad. It really doesn't. Okay, let's first block him here. Nasser the goal something something. These are his cards. Oh yes, he had this. Now I can go to Asia. He's gonna see my headlines. I don't really like it, but oh well. Oh, you had this one. And you won this war. So Nasser and Tagol, if I remember correctly. No particular reason to give it to you, so let's play this one and I mean to play blockade, secure against Voice of America. Regretfully, it can effectively attack Africa. And well, 6 VPs in American favor after the early war, and dominated Europe, which hasn't yet been scored, but wasted containment. Could be better, but it was at 13 already, so could also be worse. Defectors, not there. Okay, I will be able to play Alliance for Progress for free. Socialist governments, not really very helpful. Let's first trigger this one. Oh yes, he sees my headline. I assume he's gonna coup Zaire, so I need adjacency. I'd also like to escape on the first attempt, mainly because most of my cards aren't really good to discard this way. Come on! Now it's gonna be tough. He's gonna get +1 to coup on Brazil. It isn't nice. This couldn't possibly fail. Alliance for Progress may only get worse, so I really want to get rid of it early, even if it means giving him 1, plus I have Brush War. So if he now takes Brazil, I think he kinda sorta wasted his hand with this. But now I have to win this war, and that was fortunate. Remember to take Libya before Saddam comes. I smell Saddam. Even if not take, just put 1 there. Panama Canal returned. Okay, okay, you have 1 from Alliance for Progress. I think he really misplayed several last action rounds. I mean, I missed 2 bear trap rolls, and he didn't really make very much of these. Maybe he has a poor hand. Nasser, Panama Canal, Flower Power, Latin American Death Squads to boost Flower Power, but in such a case it may be worth to to attack this hand with blockade. Yeah, he already spaced. I doubt about Quagmire, or we will bury you because these would have priority. OPEC would have priority probably. He played as if he had a problematic hand. And yes. Very good. I have We will bury you, so Missile Envy should be of almost no downside risk. Okay then. Oh. I forgot that he's seeing my headline. In this case, Missile Envy has a downside risk with it. And it's a completely unnecessary one. Liberation Theology it is. If defected, oh well. I'm gonna coup Panama with We will bury you probably. Downside risks for Missile Envy if I am USSR. No Asia, but maybe Southeast Asia. Let's just check his hand. I don't know if it's a good move or bad move, but it's just my move. I like playing Missile Envy for an event in situations like this. I mean, action round 1, Defcons at 3. I may get a, oh yeah, Muslim Revolution, which isn't really helpful now. But hey, he either coups, leaving me the option to repair, or repairs, leaving me the option to coup. And I have 3 hourmen in Tehran to play. He coups, and he could Venezuela. It wasn't a good choice, I guess, and he rolled poor enough to let me repair Venezuela, both African countries and Thailand. Yes, Southeast Asia is not repaired, but other than that, it's a great outcome. Plus, it still seems that I am gonna freely play our man in Tehran. This is something I don't like. He got rid of this quite freely. Okay. But his Middle East looks awful. He's very vulnerable to OPEC now. Africa and South America look great for me. removing him from Romania is as tempting as stupid. I don't need Italy adjacency. Removing him from Romania is stupid because it doesn't change the outcome of Europe. He's investing in Southeast Asia. So yep. A successful space race. He may only space once. So now I'm thinking whether it's worth cooing Costa Rica or not. He's realigning Mexico, I suppose. Not successfully, but this shows that I should probably invest a little more in Central America, not caring about NATO. And even about special relationship, although it may be advisable to risk Ask Not on the last action round and then headline Socialists, wiping him off UK, especially if I get special relationship. Kitchen debates influence, okay. How about that? The most logical and straightforward way. Okay, I'm losing 2 VPs due to military operations, but I'm dominating all the mid-war regions, not allowing him to discard any card he may have, like Long Gunman, yep. Okay, defect me if you can. Or not. Red Scare is gone, so no really downside risk regarding this one. This is Defcon suicide, this is a Defcon suicide. I have this, so I will have to play China. Okay. This is a tough hand, even tougher if you think about the fact that he is see my hand. He has to discard the quagmire, so then there comes the China card, realigning Venezuela. I have to take his wipe his access off. This is worth risking, and worth risking again. I may be forced to play Voice of America on myself, but I'm mentally ready to this, and it's making the situation somewhat easier. This would be a good moment to be bear trapped. I really wouldn't like to play Kennedy, but I may have really no choice. Whew, tough, tough, tough. It's better to hold duck and cover than to hold grain sails, because Red Scare may return. Central America is worth 5 and probably can't be worth more. But before I trigger it, I have to take care of South America. Unless he scores it. Okay, if I have American hand, it's likely that he has Soviet hand. Like OPEC, we will bury you. This sort of stuff. He may equally probably have ABM. This is basically why I should score Central America, seeing no real chance to improve it, or stuff like this. Improving Africa. Okay, let's cash it. Count on it being better. Okay, it was a 6, and now we can focus on maximizing South America. Che is my insurance policy. Or it's not. Why not putting the extra up here? I shall need it sooner or later. Two victory points and 2 ups. Okay. Boom. Actually, it was important to roll it decently now. Okay, too big risk of discarding South America scoring. Or some other nasty cards. Yeah, let's go with this. America is the most important region now. Europe is the second most important. Europe is less important only because it can't be meaningfully changed. I might have just lost Asia, but can't have everything. Europe requires 4 ups to flip. He doesn't have the scoring. He's thinking too long. Neither of us has mill-ups. Thailand. Yeah. I have the scoring and he has ABM treaty. So I'm gonna headline Junta to possibly maybe counter whatever damage his ABM does. If he could... Okay, he defected it. Which effectively allows me triggering South America for 10 victory points, while it can't really get better than that. The rest of my hand doesn't look promising. But I don't think defecting Junta was the best he could do. Unless I forgot ABM. Doesn't seem so. Should have it. Cooling with a China card, but where? Venezuela. Okay. You see, it's just been scored. It's just been scored. Unlike Europe. This doesn't change European scoring, but secures it to some point. I assume he's gonna take China back with Ussuri. I'm afraid he's gonna space out back. But I'm no longer scared in the long run about my victory points. And yet again I feel holding Kennedy is a good call. Bleh. Okay, I don't need over control, so let's cash this one victory point. And another one victory point from the scoring card. Space time. Or not, Missile Envy? Yeah, space time. Sorry, would be appreciated. This failure was also appreciated, by the way. Okay, you have ABM and Ussuri, as I remember, so... Oh no, he may have no Ussuri at all. I discarded Ussuri to bear trap. Huh. Good to recall. What about OPEC? Did I forget it as well? No, he does have OPEC. I was really hoping for this. Kennedy call. Okay, 1 point fewer to OPEC and 2 points fewer to Middle East scoring. And an unlucky roll against Nigeria. Both OPEC and Middle East scoring, however, look tempting. Of course now, unless ABM Treaty makes a mess. Not messy enough. If you have the scoring, it's still a domination for me. If it was all about OPEC, it's not, but you had the scoring. Good. The factor's gone, so... no better headline than this. Aldrich Ames remix to see your hand. To play Ask Not when I'm positive what's there. So if you have Long Gunman, it's your time to play it now. If you have Asia scoring, it's recommended to play it now. Now as of my hand, it really depends on what I see in his hand. But it looks good. These are 3 victory points, and this may be crucial, because I'm 14 ahead. Seeing his hand may also be crucial. I wonder, if I play Ask Not, is he going to tell me what he drew? Okay, brushwork costs him. UN intervention shortens his hand. I think I mostly don't like this one in his hand. So he has OPEC, special relationship, South African unrest, kitchen debates, UN intervention, Muslim and brush war. Oh, a good roll. How about his brushwork here? Costs him 2 victory points. He gets back 1. I'm gonna have 3 Ask Not, I guess. If he UN intervenes anything. then gets terrorized. Oh, and 3 North Sea oil, by the way. So yes, I think I'm gonna hold. Muslims? UN intervened? Okay. That was kinda sorta unexpected. I could play U2 incident actually to gain 1 more victory point. Now I expect him to discard OPEC into space. But then what should I play? The brush war is problematic indeed. Okay, let's try to deceive him into what I may have. I want him to waste his hand to some extent. Kitchen debates influence, yes. This is something I wanted him to do. Now I want him to play OPEC or brush war, or just give up Central America. He can't afford it, I guess. Although, you should see that if I had this, I could just score it and end the game. Spacing OPEC. Successful. So it's time to terrorize him, I guess. The only thing I didn't want to draw. Okay then. Actually, what is your attitude towards Thailand? You're eventing this, okay. 2 victory points for me and 1 victory point for you. Yes, this was almost certain. In this case, here you are with your NORAD, here you are with your Kennedy and with your nuke, with your North Sea oil as well. This is gonna be useful sooner or later. Actually, do I need to hold 5-year plan? Or do I want to increase chance of drawing something nice? I'd rather draw something nice. So feel free to discard whichever card you wish to discard. And let me increase my chance to draw war games. Now your action round 7 and action round 8, and help yourself! And I got war games, and I got many other cards. What about Missile Envy? Still somewhere there. So, long gunman it is. Long gunman it is not Red Scare, because if he plays Missile Envy on me, I'd rather give him Red Scare, but keep war games. Because I can't see how he escapes from this. Yes, Missile Envy, and this is the moment when I'm playing Red Scare on myself, but being able to see his hand, Central America and Africa scoring, and probably not a chance to avoid all the nasty stuff it's having with it. Okay. Cool. And now Missile Envy for realignment rolls here. Succeeded. Wargames activated, and I see absolutely no chance for him to deny me this victory. Moreover, he may be just willing to commit a Defcon suicide if he's writing a GG. No, he's not. But it's enough, so thank you for watching. See you next time for more games to be played tomorrow.